Hey, everybody, welcome into Wynning Edge Football. This is your host, Zach Wynn. Got your boy Tanner on the mic, on the camera. Look at his beautiful face.
Hey,
We got some NFL, lots of NFL talk, actually. So, recapping the wild card weekend we just had, which was wild, as a exclamation point behind that. And then we're going to kind of, I guess, overview the next upcoming games in the divisional. So, a lot of good information, a lot of good coaching talk we could be talking about. A lot of free agent coaches out there looking for a new job, looking for a new home, and we got a lot of players might be looking for a new home or a new job after football. So, really interested to get talking to you, Tanner. It's good to see you, man. How are you been? How have
hey,
you been?
good to see you too, brother. I'm doing all right. You know, little bit of transition period for me and my work life. Got a new job, so working the kinks out there. But just another day in paradise. Couldn't be happier to be on this podcast with you. How you doing?
We're doing good, man. Trying to bear this cold. Pretty much most of Northern America right now is bearing this cold that we got, cold and snow. So, we're doing okay up here in Old Michigan. We're hanging out. We're hanging out. We got about 10 or so inches of snow, and yeah, we're just trucking through it, baby. We're doing our thing. Doing our thing.
Yeah, we're not, Indiana's not like Michigan. I mean, we're not that far away, but you got 10 inches and we got two.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
you know
Being
what
right
I
next to
mean?
that lake. Being right next to that
Yeah,
lake, it
buddy.
just
You
dumps
get
on
that
us,
lake
man.
effect.
Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, man. Let's kick off today with some news of retirement players. So,
Mm.
if you guys have not seen already, Jason Kelsey, the center of the Philadelphia Eagles, played 13 seasons in the NFL. He called it quits last night after Philadelphia got their asses beat.
Absolutely schmackered.
So it was kind of tough to see. I told Ali as I saw him running out the tunnel, you could tell he was super emotional. I'm like, dude, this is his last football game. He ain't never playing again.
Yep.
And sure enough, not even like 10 hours later, it came out. I'm like, oh boy. So
Yep.
what's your reaction to that, man?
Shefty leaked it. Usually if it's coming from Shefty, it's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the selfish side of me is upset that he's retiring because I still think he has a lot of good football left in him. He's still manhandling people out there. Mentally, he hasn't had any lapses from what I can see in terms of, um, picking up what the defense is doing and adjusting his own line at the line of scrimmage. Um, so the selfish, football loving side of me wants him to keep playing because he's so damn good. But the appreciative side of me of what he's done for the game, how he's made the offensive line um, sexy.
Yeah, I was just
Um,
saying a fun position to watch.
yeah, is cool. I feel like there's only a few offensive linemen that have been able to do that. Um, you've got your Jason Kelsey, obviously, we're talking about him. You've got Quentin Nelson, big name, came out of the draft. Everybody wanted to see this big guard mauling people down, which
No,
he's still
absolutely.
doing. And then you've got Philly's left tackle, Mailata, who cannot is not only just a huge freak of nature, but can sing his heart out too and
Oh, he's a
sound
good singer.
beautiful
Great
on
singer.
the mic. Like there's only a few guys that can make the O line position hot and people want to watch. And
Oh
those guys are doing it, and Jason Kelsey has done a lot for football in terms of that. So um, super appreciative of what he's done and the legacy he's left. Not only the Philadelphia Eagles, but the National Football League. I think that dude's, I mean, probably the best center of all time.
take it easy, big guy. Jeff Saturday, probably the best center of all time. So you just calm down with all
Ugh.
that. You just calm down with all that.
I don't know. I think he's
Kelsey's
think
good,
he's
man.
there.
He's been good. Great guy. Saturday is the shit though, man. Peyton
Oh
Manning's
no, I mean,
nothing. Peyton
don't
Manning
want to
would
take
be
anything from
nothing today.
Saturday.
Yeah, Peyton Manning would be nothing today if Jeff Saturday was not his center. Serious business.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
So while we're on the topic of Philadelphia getting their ass beat by the old Buccaneers, Baker
Ooh.
Mayfield went 22 for 36 with 337 passing yards, 3 tutties. Okay.
Hey,
And holy
hey,
cow.
you know what?
Holy cow.
What did I tell you?
What?
I
No,
told you all season long, and they kept shitting the bed on me. I said I like the Buccaneers and I like Baker Mayfield. And every time
yeah.
I picked them, they shit the bed. But here they are in the playoffs, and they just spanked that Philadelphia Eagle ass.
They did. Philadelphia did not wake up or show up to play whatsoever. Tampa Bay had 426 yards of total offense, and Philadelphia had 276. So they pretty much almost doubled the
Yeah.
amount of yards on them, and they just had possession pretty much the whole game. They had really no chance. They just didn't show up, and I mean the receiving targets, our receptions, 8, 2, 1, 3, 4, like every single player on that team on the offensive side had a chance to receive the ball, and a lot of rushing. We had
Yeah.
18, 2, 7, 1, and 1. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people touching the rock and getting decent yards. And that's good to see for Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Yep.
No, it's impressive. I mean, I and everybody else in the whole world has been shitting on Baker Mayfield, but look at the resilience in him, man. Good for him. It's good to see it.
That guy's a fighter.
Oh yeah, he ain't
And
gonna lay down.
he's gritty and I think he really is feeding off the fact that not like you said, not many people are believing in him.
No, not a lot of people do at
Um
all.
and he's proving them wrong.
Yeah. Oh, let's transition to another ass beating. Green Bay beating the shit out of Dallas. Oh my God, what a
Yes.
day!
I was
Gosh,
nervous at the end though.
oh, I
Getting
wasn't even
towards the end.
nervous. I knew Dak was going to either turn it over or freaking choke like he always does.
Yeah, they had to throw those starters back in pretty quick though.
Yeah, it was awesome. What a game! Jordan Love looked clean, finally getting a chance to get in that offense, man.
Yep.
And it was kind of hard to implement his offense with Aaron Rodgers being there because Aaron Rodgers, it's kind of hard to teach an old dog a new trick. But now he's fully getting his chance to put his whole offense in with Jordan Love, and it looks pretty nice, man. I did not
Yeah.
expect that for the Packers. By the time I turned the game on, it was up like 14-0, and then they had 2 back-to-back pick sixes. I'm like, what in the actual hell is going on?
Yeah. Wild. I mean, kudos to the people that were on DraftKings and picked the Packers defense.
Yeah.
Ballsy move, and it paid off because
Yeah.
they were in the double digits for points for a defense that was projected to not have very many at all versus a high-powered Cowboys offense.
Yeah. It was what a fucking ball game, man. I could not believe it. At home too, man. So all right, now I mean, I guess at this point in my life, I still don't understand why the Dallas Cowboys are called America's team. They haven't done shit
I
in
don't
so long.
either.
Who gives a shit about the Cowboys? It's just a
Yep.
brand. It's like Starbucks.
Yep.
Dunkin' Donuts is the same damn thing, and it's better. I don't understand why the Cowboys are literally the America's team. No, America's team is the freaking Detroit Lions.
Ooh.
I feel like if you love
Them
football,
blue collar boys.
you're cheering for the Detroit Lions. What a game that was versus the LA Rams. I loved watching that football game.
Hell
They
yeah, in the
snuck
Motor
one out.
City.
Yeah, 24-23, snuck a nice win out at home. That stadium was freaking rocking. Did you see the Eminem leading the chant "Lose Yourself"? And it was freaking, oh my
Yes.
God, talk about
Insane.
goosebumps.
Insane. But you
Man.
know what? You know what though? I will say this, and I mean this wholeheartedly.
Uh-oh.
Shame on you, Detroit Lions fans, for what you did to Matt Stafford. That
What?
was not I mean, that's not how you treat somebody that gave his heart and soul to
Oh,
you for so
fuck
long.
Matt Stafford.
No,
Hey, yeah,
no, no,
yeah. No, I agree
no,
with Detroit. You got to boo him out
no.
because you're cheering for Detroit Lions. He ain't a part of that team no more. After the season, you guys can hug and kiss and make
Have
love.
some
Nah,
respect.
there ain't no damn respect in football, baby. Come on, you're in my house. I'm booing your ass out the stadium.
You can root for your team and still have respect for the opponent.
Nah, not in
Especially
playoff.
somebody that gave so much to your organization.
Nah, not in the playoffs, man. Maybe regular season, like week 3. Hey, welcome back, Stafford. Nah, hell no. It's the playoffs, dog.
No.
It's been 30 years. We're winning this game. Matt Stafford, suck it. That was awesome. I love it. I loved every minute about it. I loved it.
No.
Jared Goff
Don't
playing.
boo him like that. That's bullshit.
Jared Goff playing out of his mind. Finally getting a game where he it felt like he had to either take control or they were going to get beat. And
Yeah.
Jared Goff this season, and I mean, pretty much his whole career, hasn't really had that game where he just took over and it felt like, man, all right, he's got this. But I'm telling you, he was 22 for 27, 277, 1 touchdown, very precise where he was throwing that football, on the money. His receivers were open. I mean, that was a fun ball game. It was back and forth. Matt Stafford
It
played a good game
was.
himself. He had a good ball
It
game.
was.
He was 25
It-
for 36, 367, 2 touchdowns.
yeah, I mean, he stayed in it. Yeah, and he had his, his hand was all messed up.
Busted his hand all up.
Yeah.
Did you see the play after, or like the series after he came back, and he showed that D lineman? He's like, "Look, bro, what the hell did you do to me, man?" They're like laughing about it. I'm like, "Damn, that's funny." Oh no, I caught
Wild.
that. I loved it.
Tough as nails.
That's right. No, they're good for Matt Stafford though. He played good. Um,
Yeah, I
uh,
think he's hungry. I think he'd come back next year and probably win the Super Bowl now because he's pissed off. So.
no, he's all been out of shape. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
He's gonna come. Never mind. But no, Jared Goff, I'm excited to see that. And obviously, with our Colts not making the playoffs because they can't figure out how to catch a fucking football, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. So good for you, Colts. You guys are. I don't know. I can't dog on y'all too much because we had a hell of a lot better season than we thought we were gonna have after a quarterback went
True.
down.
Very true.
So we'll take was it 9 wins? We'll
Yeah.
take it. We'll take them. Next year we'll be a lot better though. But Detroit, I'm gonna have to bandwagon on you guys with through the playoffs. I don't really like any other team, so I might as well cheer for the old Lions, and it'd be kind of good to see them be successful because the NFL is great when the Lions are doing well.
Yeah, I'm torn. I really didn't expect Tampa Bay to win their
No,
game against Dallas.
I didn't expect them to win the division, let alone the freaking game. But the
Or
NFC South's dog
yeah,
crap.
yeah. So I didn't expect that. So now I'm torn. I wouldn't be upset if Detroit won the Super Bowl,
No,
but you know, I'd I'd like to see the Packers. I'd like to see the Packers win it. Or, to be honest, now that Baker's on a prove you wrong tour in the playoffs, I wouldn't mind seeing
yeah,
Tampa do it. But you know what? They've been so inconsistent throughout the whole regular season. I'm just not too convinced that they can have an outing as good as they had in all 3 phases in the next round.
no,
Just
hell
not
no.
sure.
They got lucky. They caught fire when they needed to, but they're gonna run into a freaking buzzsaw,
Hmm.
San Francisco.
Yeah, yeah.
San Francisco's a good ball club. But I mean, the same shit could happen to Dallas. San Francisco, they can come in here and saying, you know what, man, we got this shit. Like we're on a path to the Super Bowl, and get snuffed out real quick. It's the NFL, baby. You never know what could happen. You get in the
Yep.
dance and you have a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. So that's the NFC side. What a wild card weekend that was. Fun to watch. A lot of stuff going on there. Let's move over to the AFC. We'll start with the AFC South champion, the Houston Texans, going up against Cleveland. And the Texans all day just dominated the whole ball game.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, like I said early in the year, he's offensive rookie of the year, if not that Rams receiver. It'd be a hard fought between both of them, but CJ Stroud is a freaking he's a dog, man. He's a straight dog. Absolute dog. It's going to be amazing watching C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson going up just in the AFC. What a battle we have coming up in the years coming. But,
Yeah, to be honest, I was shocked. I mean, he just surprises me game in and game out. Like I keep thinking like there's no way he can keep this kind of play up, and he as a rookie, and he does every game. It's incredible.
Oh, it is awesome, and he's not dink and dunking. He's throwing vertical down the field.
Yeah,
and he only missed like one. He had one guy, man, wide open. Oh, just a little long, but I mean, he doesn't miss often.
Baller, shot caller.
20-inch
Oh man,
blades on the Impala.
baller.
I'm gonna get laid tonight. No, my wife's not down here. I was gonna say, hey, no, but no. CJ Stroud played great. 16 for 21, 274 with 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
And led a Houston team who has always been kind of shit, really, since they joined the NFL, really. And so it's nice for the city of Houston. They got a beautiful stadium down there. I guess the city of Houston is pumped up right now, man. They have someone to cheer for, and because the Cowboys suck, so Dallas, this is Texas's team right here, the Houston Texans.
That's right.
Sorry, Cowboys. Jerry Jones.
Yep.
I think it's time to retire.
There's a new star in town.
Giddy up, big dog. Love that. I was really excited for Joe Flacco. I really wanted to see him ball out.
Me too. I hate the Browns. I really do, but I like Joe Flacco.
And I just like how Joe Flacco pretty much showed the old Deshaun Watson that your big money and your little scandals, we don't really need you, big guy. Go ahead and sit the bench.
Yep.
You're not good. We don't need you.
Yeah, I'm anxious. I'm not anxious. Interested to see what happens to Watson in the next year or two.
I don't think they can do anything because they owe him so much money. It's all guaranteed. What, $230 million guaranteed?
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well keep him around and try something. I mean, Joe Flacco ain't going to play next year for Browns, I don't think.
No.
He had his little hoorah this season, but I don't think you can sign him back and, I don't know, take up a roster spot like that.
Yeah. Especially with DTR.
Another year under his belt, get another preseason in there.
Yeah.
He'd be a nice.
Which, I mean, if you gotta let Watson run out his contract, then I guess it's good you have a young DTR on your roster.
Yeah, groom him.
That could be his predecessor. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's about all, and really I had for David Njoku is a freaking massive human, by the way.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Colts game, and I was like, this dude is huge, man. I didn't realize how big he was.
Monster.
I think he got like 2 times bigger this season or something. Like, he's just massive.
Yeah.
And he's like their only receiving threat. I mean, Amari Cooper wasn't really doing much because he was battling injury, but my lord.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a good game. I was excited for Houston to see. I wanted to see Joe Flacco play well, but I was like, you know what, AFC South team, Houston never really there. I'd like to see them win a nice little ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's Ravens versus Houston. The Texans, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like the Texans are riding a wave right now. They might have a shot, man.
Honestly, it depends on weather. In Baltimore, I think, and honestly, if the weather is shitty, I think Baltimore can nip it out.
Yeah.
But if not, it's gonna be a freaking shootout. Lamar Jackson's gonna be dotting. He's playing out of his mind right now. He's rested. They're healthy.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It's gonna be a good game to watch. Another game that weather dependent, the coldest game or the 4th coldest game in NFL history, playoffs. The Miami Dolphins visited Kansas City, and man, was it cold.
That was a joke. You know what, though? The Dolphins played like a bunch of bitches.
It's because they're from Miami.
I know.
They're all retired.
Just me off.
They're all. So I got family that live in Florida, and they come up Here, like, it'd be like fall. It'd be like 45, 50, maybe even the 60s in their freaking winter coat. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, no, I knew they had no chance. Miami had no absolute chance going against Kansas City at home when it's cold like that. They were 0-10 in games that are under 40 degrees. 0-10.
Yep.
Like, that is an embarrassing stat.
That is
Like,
embarrassing.
that
Yeah.
is embarrassing. And then your head coach says, "I wish it was colder." A couple, about a month or so ago. I don't know what game it was, but I wish it was colder, whatever, Yeah, everyone had
Yeah.
these shirts. Now you look like a freaking idiot, huh, cowboy?
Right.
How cold do you want?
Yeah.
The
Yep.
only thing hot, honestly, that game was, I guess, Mrs. Taylor Swift up there. She's
Ooh.
about the nicest looking thing on that field.
I
Only heat they had.
did. I thoroughly enjoyed when they were all doing their little dance up there.
Yeah, they were getting it, man. They were
That was
getting after it.
awesome.
That was
Yep,
pretty
that was
sweet.
cool.
Yeah, good for them. Mama Kelsey's having a fucking life, man. She's just living
Yeah.
it. I'm so happy for her. That's fun. She's having
Yep.
a blast right now. That's so awesome. So awesome. Travis Kelsey, I do want to talk about this. He's been dropping a lot of footballs, man. He's
Yeah.
not. I'm not. I don't want to say he's distracted because I really don't think he's distracted. He's a professional athlete. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
Yep.
say that on him. He's one of the best tight ends to ever do it. Probably top 6, 7, or for sure in there. But I don't like seeing him drop passes like that. He was wide open. He even raised his hand. Hey, Pat, hit me. Pat hit him a little high, but still, it was a catchable ball.
You can catch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he it went right through his hands. It's like, damn, bro, you need that. You need that. So it was kind of upsetting to watch. Go, dogs, please, go away.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has his subpar year this year is a really good year for
For
a
a
lot of
tight end.
tight ends, though.
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in mind, too.
Kyle
Like,
Pitts wishes he could be having this season right now.
yeah. So, he's having a down year this year for Travis Kelsey.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that, it's just one of those years. Next year, I bet you it's a different story.
Oh, yeah, he turns it up. He's going to have his brother probably at every game,
Oh,
supporting and loving on him and stuff like that. So
hell
it's going to be
no.
awesome.
Hell no, he's not. He's going to go coach football for the Indianapolis Colts.
No, he's going to be in the booth, man.
Did you see
Thursday
that?
Night Football booth. No, I did not.
Oh my gosh. Shane Steichen. Hang on, let me see if I can find this. Shane
I don't know where his
Steichen
Twitter's at.
said something like, hey, if you want to come coach, come on.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, he'd be a hell of a coach. Honestly.
So, yeah,
He'd
but
be
you know what? What was wrong with our O-line coach this year? I mean, we had the top 3 O-line in the league.
nothing.
Yeah.
He's just a new and nicer thing. It was up there somewhere. I don't know. My laptop's probably gonna die. Winning Edge Football. I love y'all. It's been tight, been love. No, nothing's wrong with the Colts offensive line, but he's just a hot new thing. So
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah, I mean, shiny object. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, I don't see him doing that. I foresee him being in the booth my Thursday Night Football with the guys, Andrew Whitworth and Fitzpatrick and all them. I think he'd have a blast doing that.
Yeah.
His podcast. He's gonna do great with that.
What's his? He's got his. I mean, I'm sure him and his wife are gonna be doing some crazy, exciting stuff that they couldn't do because he was playing football too. So
yeah, I bet you start traveling too, taking them kids around, see all kinds of
yeah.
cool
He's got
stuff.
2 little kids, so he's gonna get that more family time in.
Yeah, good for him, man. He's played a good career. He's made well for himself.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So I guess another blowout would be the Pittsburgh Steelers shit in the bed like always.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Sorry, Lexi.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, because I thought they were making a little comeback there for a minute.
No,
Got down by 7, and then all of a sudden they died.
when you got Josh Allen dicing your whole defense up, and it looked like nobody gave a rat's ass on the Pittsburgh side. It was just pathetic. It's not a Pittsburgh Steelers team. Mike Tomlin, this is his last year at Pittsburgh.
Dude walked out of his press conference.
Yeah, watch this. He ain't coming back. He said he's over it. George Pickens, he can hit the freaking road, man.
Yeah,
George
I'm
Pickens
not
is
a
a piece of
Pickens
shit.
fan.
Don't throw a fit. The same thing with Patrick Mahomes throwing the fucking fit. Don't throw a fit, dude. You're a grown
It,
man.
you know what though? It sucks though because I really do think he's uber talented.
Oh, he's
I
great.
mean, he has the potential for greatness, but he's just got a shitty attitude.
Terrible attitude. He's a cancer, just like freaking who they get rid of? They traded him to the Bears.
Claypool.
Claypool, yeah, from the Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Terrible.
yeah,
Everywhere that guy goes, it's cancer. He brings
yep.
the locker room down. He's not a good asset. I don't give a how good you are in football. You don't need. You can't. That's how you tear a locker room down.
But you
That's
know
it.
what? The Pittsburgh Steelers have kind of had a knack for bringing in guys to the organization that had that kind of mindset. If
Well,
you look at it, whoever's talent acquisition for them, I'm just saying you need to do some consideration on a little more consideration, I should say, on
Le'Veon
the
Bell,
characteristics of or character of these guys. Yeah, I
Le'Veon
mean you
Bell,
said
Antonio Brown,
yeah,
George
but
Pickens,
yeah,
Claypool. I mean, it's just they're bringing in the hood. It feels like there's no respect. Doesn't give a shit about nobody and anything. Puts themselves. And it's like I
me
just don't
me me
understand
me
what
instead of
happened.
team.
What happened to Heinz Ward and Troy Polamalu and Ben Roethlisberger? Like, what happened to them guys? Selfless
Yep,
football guys. Now we got I don't know what the hell. It's just hard.
yep,
It's hard to even see, and it kind of pisses me off that the Steelers got that position because honestly, the Colts way more deserving team and would have put up a way better fight than that.
yep.
But it is what it is. What are you gonna do about it? But no, Buffalo looked pretty good. They've been hitting strides. I think what does that make it winning streak they're on? I think it's like 9 games, 10 games in a row that they've
Some,
won.
I think it's 9. I think it's 9.
9. Yeah. So
Something crazy. I mean, it's a
yeah.
high
So
number.
yeah, they're hitting their stride at the right time. They look crappy all year, and then now they're kind of figuring it out. And the key is you gotta get Stephon Diggs early. You gotta start hitting slants. Got to get him the football early in that ball game, like they did in this game, and you're gonna
Yeah,
see that offense trickling right behind them.
that's
And
right.
yeah,
I mean, it
Kincaid.
does help when your quarterback can run a 52-yard touchdown as well and just
Oh,
cut right through that defense. I mean, that was. Now, do you think he tried to fake slide, or do you think he was just trying to slow down so he can reroute
I think they're
his
trying
run
to slow
pass?
down and realize, oh shit, I got a whole open field in front of me. I might as well keep going.
I
I don't think
couldn't
he tried
tell.
fake
I couldn't
sliding.
tell if he was doing, if he was trying to pull the whole Kenny Pickett fake slide or not.
No, I don't
Um,
think so. I don't think so. I think that's a risky move to do in the NFL
yeah,
because the refs and if you fake slide, you have to tell the refs like 40 minutes before you're gonna slide anywhere because if you get touched anytime after that, it's a 17,000 yard penalty and you're not allowed to get touch the quarterback ever.
yeah,
So being fake sliding would be a really tough situation for him because if he gets touched at all, he's just freaking run. I like
right.
just run, baby. And he did.
No,
He's a
but
big dog.
whatever he did, his little stop and go thing,
It worked,
that worked. I mean,
but there's no effort
and
afterwards. Like no one can.
man,
It's
I didn't think he was that
pitiful.
fast. He's fast.
He's a long stride, man. You get him out in the open field, he's boot scooting boogieing down that field. He'll get after it. He'll get after it. Well, it
Crazy.
sucks. It sucks that that game was another blowout.
Yeah.
Well, but that was a wild card weekend. It was pretty wild, to say the least. While we're on the AFC side, let's kind of do a little revision here of the divisional rounds coming up for this next weekend. We kind of talked about this a little bit. Houston is a 4 seed going up against number 1 seed Baltimore. They're playing at Baltimore, and that is on what day would that be played? ABC Saturday at 4:30. So, nice little ball game to, I guess, tune into.
Heck yeah.
Baltimore is coming off a nice bye a week this, late in the year like this, helping out, getting healthy. I don't know. I think it's all weather dependent. I think if the weather is
Ooh.
crappy, snowy, nasty, I think Baltimore pulls it out. But if not, I think Houston wins. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm going Houston regardless of weather.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
I feel confident in Houston right now.
They're
Plus
playing good, man.
plus I mean Baltimore and the Colts have bad relationship, bad past. So, yeah, yeah.
All right, that's fair. No, I like it, dude. Yeah, Houston probably wins it, but if the weather's shit, I think Baltimore takes over, and Tanner's going Houston all the way, no matter what.
No matter what.
We'll go down and see kind of who's going to visit them. The winner of that game is going to be the 3 seed Kansas City going up against number 2 seed Buffalo. And here we go again, third year in a row. These two teams are meeting in the playoffs, and this is the first time it's at Buffalo and not Kansas City. Do you think that plays a different part in the outcome of this football game?
Nope. I don't.
You think Kansas City rolls?
I do. And because I have some serious doubts right now for Buffalo's defense. They're kind of they're injury plagued right now.
Dude,
They're
they have
not.
no one on defense.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
many injuries right now.
and when it's playoff time for the Kansas City Chiefs, it's really hard to count them out.
Yeah, with Andy Reid now the oldest coach in the NFL doing his
Dude
thing.
was coaching with icicles on his face last weekend. For the love of God,
I get it. I let the freaking dogs out the other day, and like one breath was like, just like froze everything on my whole face. I
Yeah,
was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. So good for him.
crazy.
It looked badass though. Good for you,
Yeah, it
Andy
did.
Reid. It looks
Yeah,
sweet. It looks sweet. What a look. No,
he looked
I
like
don't
a
know, man.
football wizard.
It's gonna be hard to go against Kansas City here. It's like Tanner said, there's so many injuries on that defensive side that it just blows my mind how they're even winning games right now. I mean, they're coming together as a team, but my lord, they have a lot of injuries.
Yep. Yeah.
And Kansas City, I think it's supposed to be like 30, 40 degrees warmer than the game they played last week. So it's like almost playing in Florida this week. So good for them.
Right. That's it. I mean, Buffalo, they called up AJ Klein to come back out of retirement. So
Oh boy.
just to play on defense. He literally had 2 days practice and then he was going to play the game over the weekend. Like,
Attaboy.
they're hurting. Now, great for him. I mean, he showed up, made an impact, helped defense out, but I mean, that's where they're at defensive wise. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're bringing people out of
that's
retirement.
yeah.
Gee. Oh boy. All right. Well, let's go on the NFC side and see who's gonna meet up in the championship game. I guess is your Green Bay Packers playing at 8:15. They're gonna be playing up against San Francisco 49ers, the number 1 seed. Packers obviously coming off a hell of a win versus the Cowboys or the Cowgirls, as a lot of us say. And what do you predict outcome of this being here, Tanner?
Basically, I don't think that's going to happen. The superior team in the National Football League right now, and their path to the Super Bowl has been pretty clear all season long. So I think they win this and end up going all the way still. So
Yeah. No, I agree, man. San Francisco, they got a lot of talent over there, man. And right now, with the even keel, Mr. Kyle Purdy, I mean, he's leading the squad, and you got hell of a rushing attack. You got hell of a play caller, hell of a head coach. Yeah, I don't know. And their defense is now that bye week, they got some people coming back healthy. So it'd be good to see because a couple of years ago, that defense, a lot of the guys are still there. That defense was freaking lights out. So it'll be good to see what they can do in the playoffs. A little redemption from last year, getting knocked out early. So yeah, San Francisco wins that ball game.
yeah,
Sorry,
yep.
Pax. Sorry,
Yeah.
cheeseheaders.
No, I do think it'll be a good game. I mean, I I have more faith in the Packers defense to at least make a few stops in this game and cause some turnovers to make it competitive after watching what they did this past weekend.
No, it'd be more of a competitive game for sure.
Yeah.
Knowing that's the firepower they could have. And I think what helps right now with Green Bay, they don't have a number one receiver, like a true number one. So it gives a lot less pressure on all the receivers to kind of get a chance to touch the ball. So it's kind of more of a whoever's open. And I think that plays good with receivers and also Jordan Love being able to hit whoever he wants without worrying about feelings and crying because the divas of the receivers are all stressed out about touches and you know how it goes.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of been helping them here late in the stretch. And I think the number one key for the Packers, getting Aaron Jones healthy, because he's been hurt all year pretty much. I had him on fantasy. Like I think I had 3 weeks worth of decent productivity out of him.
Yep.
But seeing him healthy and him run hard as shit against the Cowboys, I was like, oh boy, man, playoff football, get that running game going.
Oh
Packers got a
yeah.
recipe. They got the recipe going.
Yeah,
So that'll be
buddy.
a fun game to watch. That's gonna be Saturday 8:15. Then the next game is gonna be your 4 seed Tampa Bay Bucks going to Detroit for another playoff game in Detroit. I don't think you beat them. I don't think you can beat Detroit at home, man. I think it's gonna be jumping again. I think those fans are already camping out now, for Sunday at 3
Tailgate
o'clock
party
game.
started that night when they won.
Oh man, they're getting amped up. So, oh man, that's gonna be freaking sweet. It's gonna be a hell of a ball game. Obviously, like I said earlier in the program, I like Detroit. I like what they're doing, and I'd like to see them pull this game off here. I think Baker Mayfield's redemption tour ends into old Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, this is gonna be the game to watch, though.
Oh, it's gonna be freaking.
Uh,
It's gonna be nuts. I think it's gonna
it's
be
gonna.
low scoring.
Oh, well, I don't know. I just think it's gonna be electric. I think there's gonna be some uh, 3 to 4 game-defining plays made offensively or defensively, and I think that at the end it's gonna be Detroit's game for sure. Um, but I do think it's gonna come down to the wire. I mean, um, these teams are out to prove something. They both have chips on their shoulders for different reasons, and it's going to come down to who wants it more. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Jahmyr Gibbs, I love watching him run the football. He's biggest fantasy draft I had this year.
Oh.
I took a wild card on him, and I'm so glad I did because he is a stud catching the ball and running the football.
Yep.
And that 1-2 attack with Montgomery and Gibbs is fun to watch.
You
So
can't
I'm
go
good
wrong
for
with
him.
either one of those guys, dude.
No,
Holy smokes.
Yeah, they're doing good. Well, that is your matchups coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I'll be at Disney on Ice on Saturday night, so it's gonna be tough to catch these ball games. So
You
I'm gonna have to,
will.
yeah, gonna be Disney on Ice again.
In
So
Indy?
in Indy, baby.
Where are your seats at?
I have no clue. Probably right up front and center up there with Mickey, getting
I don't know.
after it.
I don't know where my seats are either, but I can't
Are you
wait.
going?
Yeah.
What time?
I don't know.
We got the 6 o'clock show. I think 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, I'll have to figure out. Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
We'll have to
Yeah, we're
plan because
going.
we're staying downtown,
Oh,
right next
my.
to Gain Bridge. So, like I think it's like 2 block walk. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Is Hadley going to wear Disney princess dress?
So she's into Maribel right now, but she probably is gonna break out the Moana and just go nuts.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
with
okay,
Maui.
so Memphis and Maddie don't know we're going yet, so we're surprising them.
Oh boy, it'd be a good time. We'll have to link up for sure.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, that's good. It'll be a good weekend then.
Oh, yeah. Fun times.
I love it. So we talked a little bit about. We're gonna kind of go over some coaching vacancies. So I guess the biggest name of the game is your boy, Billy Belichick. I kind of called it earlier in the year. I'm like, dude, he's done. He's done coaching for the New England Patriots. Like he's dead. Remember that whole situation?
Yep, you did.
I'm glad.
Yep.
I'm glad I'm right because they parted
Yeah,
ways
that
mutually.
makes you feel good.
Yeah, they parted ways mutually. So, well, I don't know. Where do you think he lands? Like, where do you think he's even? Does he want to coach still? Like, I mean, I think he does. I mean, that's the only way he's wired. He's got divorced, so his wife left
Did
his
he?
ass. Yeah, I think
I
maybe not
missed
this
that.
year. Maybe not this year, but a couple years I think, and so his wife said he's addicted to football. So might as well
Well,
go
I mean,
coach. I mean,
yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of Atlanta. I don't know why the hell he'd want to go to Atlanta, but I guess Atlanta's been. He's had conversations with Atlanta.
I think he goes Carolina.
No, I don't think Bill Belichick's. No, he will not go to Carolina. If he does, I'm gonna give you like $50.
Okay.
I honestly, because Carolina, there's no way his system will work in Carolina.
Yes, it will.
No, hell no.
With
Carolina
Bryce
is
Young, absolutely.
he.
Okay, so
Bill
listen to
Belichick is tired of these Alabama quarterbacks shitting. Okay, he ain't one of
Bryce
the.
Young's different. Bryce Young's different.
He's tall as my fucking iPhone 14 Pro. You can't play quarterback doing
He's
that.
just as skinny too.
Yeah, he's. Excuse me, gotta go through the pocket. Oh God. Yeah.
No, he's
Hell
good.
no. I would
I
not
think
sign
he's.
up for that gig. If I was
I
Bill
think he's
Belichick, I would
good.
not sign up for a complete rebuild.
Yep.
You got to have some talent on the team. There's not absolutely any talent on that football team.
Well,
if anything, Atlanta at least has a damn good running back. They got some damn good DBs and Jesse Bates playing safety for them. I mean, you have a little chance, and it's in the dome. That'd be kind of fun for him to do. He's been out in the cold,
yeah,
shattering
true.
weather. And the
Nice
NFC,
retirement. Nice retirement. Warm place.
yeah, and you know the NFC South is just so garbage. So he has a chance to win the division probably like the first year. I guess maybe Atlanta does sound a little bit better. But I personally, I thought the Chargers. I thought he was gonna go out west, take over the
Oh,
Chargers gig, man, because they're firing that coach. He gone.
I mean that would be best case scenario.
But another coach on the coaching carousel is Jim Harbaugh, and they're saying Jim Harbaugh might be eyeing the old Chargers. So we'll see. Well, you don't like Jim? You don't like anything about Michigan, do you? Oh my
No,
lord! Oh my God.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous if Jim Harbaugh leaves Michigan
Why?
because it would taint his career.
No. How?
How?
Yeah.
Okay, he's this great, amazing college football coach.
Yeah.
Won a natty.
Yeah.
So you go to the NFL and you shit the bed. You're tainting your legacy.
He ain't gonna shit the bed because he wins everywhere he goes. He won in the NFL already.
Nick Saban thought he'd do that too.
Nick Saban's not a.
Don't say it's different. Don't
It
say
is
it's
different.
different.
It is different because Jim Harbaugh got to the Super
And
Bowl.
he coached with Bill Belichick when he was doing it. They both shit the bed.
Yeah, well, Nick Saban took advantage of college football where he knew he could dominate. He didn't have any. He didn't want to go coach grown men. He wanted to develop men. He's a developer. Jim Harbaugh is a culture developer. He's bringing teams together. Man, Jim Harbaugh has never been on a losing side. Like he's always been successful anywhere he's gone. It might take a few years, but he's been successful.
And Nick Saban hasn't?
He's been successful. Not in the NFL.
Well, no. He tried the NFL.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah, because he's not an NFL coach. Jim Harbaugh tried the NFL and succeeded in the NFL. Went to the Super Bowl.
Went to the Super Bowl. Did he win it?
No, his brother beat his ass.
Yeah.
But he still went there, Tanner. He had one of the best teams in San Francisco.
Hey.
Hey, I'm telling you, if he goes the thing about Jim Harbaugh is he's a likable. He's adaptable. He can adapt to any situation. He can love on people. He brings that culture. Same thing he did coming from San Francisco to Michigan. Michigan was a shit show.
Also, you can't give Jim all the credit in the world for their national championship this year and his coaching because he wasn't there for a lot of those games.
Exactly, Tanner. Listen to what you just said. He wasn't there for most of the games. So he's put such a damn good program together. They don't even need him on the sidelines to coach. Every single person's so fucking bought in, and they love him, and they know the program, they know the operation, they know how to excel and do it. He doesn't need to be there, and that speaks volumes to how damn good Jim Harbaugh is.
Yeah, he put together a good coaching staff.
Hell
Those coaches got him there, not Jim.
Oh fuck, Tanner. Oh, Tanner.
Jim put the pieces together, but at the end of the day, it's those other guys doing that work.
Oh, I mean,
Each
okay.
position group, everybody that's in that doing that extra film, while Jim has to be out.
Okay.
I'm sure they're calling Jim, talking to him. But at the end of the day, those guys were there doing the execution of that plan, of that process.
Because of the program. Because
Yeah, because they cheated.
oh my god.
Oh man, that's funny.
I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm. I think my football brain is about to explode right about now.
I'm
Tanner,
dying. I'm
oh my
dying.
god, Tanner Edge, you crazy
That was great.
man. Oh god, yeah,
What a life. What a
yeah.
world we live in.
What a world we live in.
That was good.
Absolutely. Hey, let's flip the gear real quick while we've got a little bit of time. Caleb Williams has decided to join the NFL draft. He can't wait to go. And the Bears have made a deal. They're not going to draft him because he doesn't want to go to the Bears. Caleb Williams, you can get hit by a fucking car. I hope you don't die because I don't want anything to happen to you like that. But I hope you get hit by a car and wake your ass up. You entitled fuck. I'm so tired of Caleb Williams, dude.
Just an imaginary car, not a real one. Just like
yeah, like I don't want him to get
you
absolutely
need a
hurt. I
wake
want
up
him to
call,
shake him
buddy.
up. Yeah.
You just need a wake up call. You know what I mean?
Maybe the car almost hits him, brushes over his toes, break a few. You know. Oh shit! Almost got him. Oh shit!
No,
Okay.
we don't want anything bad to happen to Caleb Williams.
I
But
think
we
I
do
might.
want him to have
I'm
a wake up
upset.
call. Yeah, yeah.
No, he's just ridiculous, man. Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You think you're? I don't know. I can't wait to go to the NFL. He's gonna do the same thing any other big freaking phenom has done. Nothing.
Yeah.
Not a damn thing.
I just feel like he's going about his business in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, who are
Like
like?
he's not putting together. What's the word I want? He's just not starting off on the right foot with everybody. It doesn't seem like the precedent he's setting for himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because he won the
it's
Heisman
ugly.
Trophy, and thought he was all shit, and his shit didn't stink, and he run around and doing whatever he want to do. And then,
Yeah.
if you're that freaking good, don't get shat on by Notre Dame, who's having an off season. Don't get shat on by Utah. Don't get shat on by Washington. Washington's a damn good football team. But if you're that damn good, you make everyone around you that good as a quarterback. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
And he had damn good talent on that football team. The
He
defense
did.
sucked. The defense sucked.
Oh, the defense needed help. I mean, more help than they
And,
obviously wanted to admit. But yeah, they need help.
but if you're that damn good, take over a football game. We see these quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes. He can take over a football team or football game right now. He's that damn good. Josh Allen, same thing. If you're that damn good, Michael Penix Jr., take over a football game, dude. He did versus Texas. Took it over. My game. Let me handle this shit. That's a Heisman Trophy. That's a guy I want on my team.
Yeah.
Not this crybaby wannabe that hasn't played a snap in the NFL, but demanding draft stock and stock and also the ownership of the team that he gets drafted on. I just don't know. I know, it's like blows my mind, dude. I mean, only other person I think we've seen don't do that was Eli Manning, wasn't it? Not like he didn't want stock in the company, or like in the business. So like he's like, I'm not playing for you, as in the Chargers.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
At the end of the day, though, I think he would have.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I don't know, this whole persona and like, watch, he's gonna go to the draft and he's probably not gonna run a 40. You know, he's not gonna do any field drills. He'll run the 40, but he won't do any passing because these aren't my receivers. I hate that shit. Patrick Mahomes threw.
Yeah.
Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes
he
threw
did.
in the draft.
So
You
did
know
Josh
why?
Allen.
Josh Allen threw in the draft because they had shows
Josh
him
Allen kind of had to throw in the draft, though. Just give him where he was coming from.
from Wyoming. Yeah, you had to. I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. There's stuff like that just grinds my gears and it gets me all fired up because it just, I don't know. You have to earn things in life, and that's the problem with this generation. That no one earns a darn thing. It is immediately given to you. if you are somewhat popular on whatever social media, or you're somewhat popular in anything, brand deals, all this shit comes flying at your lap. I just don't get it. He has a
Nope.
Heisman Trophy, good for him, but that doesn't give you a free ticket to the NFL and that you're going to be successful. So I would just shut your mouth, be
Nope.
successful, have some damn good NFL years, then you can start walking around with your dong swinging.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you talking some premature dong swinging right now?
If I could swing my dong, I would. If I was a good good player, I'd be doing my thing.
Yeah.
But after I got to the show, after I got to the big leagues,
Oh, I think I'd just keep it in my pants, but
well, I mean, yeah, probably the best bet, probably the best place for it.
Yeah, I mean that's the safest place.
Yeah,
You
it
won't
can be
get
dangerous out
yeah,
there.
yeah. You never know. Catch a fine, catch a
Yeah,
virus.
you'd be in jail.
Yeah,
You'd be in jail, man.
you don't want any of that. Anyways, holy smokes, we've gone all over the place tonight.
We've haven't seen each other in a couple weeks, Big Tan
Yep,
man. So
yep.
we're getting off the rails here.
This definitely needs to be tagged as explicit content.
Oh, it always is. Trust me. Don't worry.
Woo. Sorry, kids.
Yeah, that's all right. No one watches us anyway. It's just you and me, baby. We're just hanging out. We're just
Oh
kicking it
man.
down. Anything else you got on your mind that you want to talk about, or any, I guess, any other coaches or any big players retiring or anything that you've been seeing?
You know, we haven't done this in a while. So, I think I'm done talking football for tonight.
Nice.
Unless you got anything else.
No, I don't think so.
Mental health, men's mental health, and women's, for a matter of fact. I know in the past we've talked a lot of mental health. How you doing mentally, buddy?
Mentally, I'm doing about 50%, I would say.
Yeah.
If we do a good check, a good honest check right now.
Yeah.
Lot
Yeah. I
of
mean,
things,
give it to me.
a lot of good things happening, but also a lot of things going south that I don't understand why. I never will understand why. It's out of my control.
Yeah.
But I'm right there in the middle, half full, or half empty, half full, whatever. But yeah, just a lot on the plate. With the wife having surgery and things like that, I had to be super dad and super step up. And that's been kind of taking a toll on me mentally, just exhausted, and when one thing doesn't go right, you think you're doing it wrong, and that kind of, that little self hate that starts creeping in there.
Yeah. I get
But
that.
no, I'm about 50%. Things are getting better, but it's hard. It's hard, especially these times of years, financially. Christmas and everything like that. We're not the richest people in the world, but we try to do the best things we can for our children and our family and our loved ones. And
Yep. Yep.
so just new year, gonna start off on the right page here, and keep trucking along.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't know what level you were at, but I kind of got a sense that based off of previous conversations
Yeah.
and messages and stuff, that yeah, you're having a little rough go.
Yeah.
No, appreciate the honesty. That's
Oh yeah,
nice.
I'm always honest. Open book, baby.
Um, yeah. To be honest, dude, like uh, today was a low day for me.
Yeah.
Um, I I knew that you were having, like I said, a harder time right now. So I didn't say this, but I really wanted to have the podcast tonight,
Heck
just
yeah.
to kind of boost that morale. Super thankful that we did.
Oh yeah. It was good. I
And
feel good.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, whew. um, I shared this with you a little earlier, before we were off air, or before we were on air. Um, someone, um, you know, I trained at work, who, um, I think highly of, just lost her son today, same age as us. So it really puts things in perspective. Obviously heartbreaking. Found that out just after work today, actually. So, um, heartbreaking for her, heartbreaking for the family, and for those that were close
Yeah.
to them. So obviously, um, to anybody listening out there, I just ask that you lift them in your thoughts and your prayers, or send good vibes their way if you're not a believer. Just want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and lift them up right now, because I know, super hard to lose anybody. But when it's somebody that you knew, and that you were around, um, 5 days a week,
Yeah.
or at least, you know, talk to about that many times a week,
Yeah.
it hits home. Um,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, that's one part of, you know, why today was such a low. I guess the afternoon, evening portion of the day was such a low. And it's hard to wrap your head around that stuff.
Yeah. It's
Um,
hard to process, especially we talk about our age group. You talk about death when you talk about like elders or things like that where it makes a little bit more sense.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
trying to understand that as our age group, and we're so young and we haven't got even a quarter of the life it's scratched off, you know, and so much things ahead of us that could be. Um, like you said, it puts it in perspective. You just really got to take day by day, and you think you're struggling, and you think you're having a tough time. Just you got to take a deep breath and realize that it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot
yeah,
worse things that could happen to you or to your loved ones. So just be thankful and honestly just try your best to just live every day out. I know it's cliche, but live every day like it's your last because you really don't know. You have to just take day by day. Be I don't know, just be conscious enough to know that there's a there it sucks. That's all that matters. That's all I can say. It just sucks. There's
yeah,
just
yeah,
no words that could come to your mouth fast enough that could ease your mind and make it all make sense. If
yeah.
that makes any sense.
I think that's the thing. It's really hard to compartmentalize. Is we so badly want to make sense of all this.
Yeah,
Why it had to happen. Um, and and you know what's the reason behind it, I guess.
yeah.
But
It's
the best thing to do is to turn your focus off of that, and turn your focus on to the loved ones you have around you.
yeah,
And if you're a believer in God like you and I are, then turn your focus to God. Um, you'll find a lot of peace and comfort, through Him.
yeah.
Um, but yeah.
And
So
use
I
use
mean,
it for a positive, and just it sucks and it's awful, but maybe use that as motivation to get through whatever you're getting through, or kind of going through at the time. Like, you know what? Like I said earlier, like it's not that like maybe not. This is so minuscule, and I shouldn't be spending this much effort in my time and day on stressing about, and maybe I just need to look at a bigger picture and maybe use this for motivation to truck through what I'm going through and put on or take a layer off and breathe a little, or things like that. So
right,
you
right,
know don't stay in. It's okay to grieve, but don't stay in those times. Find a way to cope and keep moving forward, because unfortunately life does not stop. And it does not, and that's the sad thing about it. But like Tanner said, if you are a believer, you can seek in the Lord for guidance and just reasoning. If you're not, then you can just use your vibes and your comfort in knowing that good things are on the horizon. As long as you keep trucking forward. Get out,
Yeah.
get out, get out of the funk and keep trucking forward.
Yeah, I mean, the best thinker is a forward thinker,
That's right.
not a rear view mirror thinker, and but that's with anything in life.
Anything. Yep.
Not just when you lose somebody, but when you're down in your luck, maybe you just lost your job. Okay, where am I going next? What am I
Right.
gonna do next?
What's my next step
You,
in life?
yep, look forward, not backwards.
Yep.
Now that doesn't mean that you don't remember everything, because there's obviously valuable lessons and beautiful memories that you have in your past that you never want to let go of. But in terms of succeeding, thriving, and just moving forward in life, thinking ahead instead of in the past when it comes to your daily progression
Yep.
and success is going to help you a lot. And I guess that's what I've tried to remind myself a lot of today, when I've been feeling, or I guess searching through my feelings on what's happened. It's just hard when it's right in the moment, I
Yeah.
guess.
No, for sure. And
So,
it's expected. It's not. You can't be. Even the most perfect, let's say, person or whatever you want to call. Maybe the most like God fearing person or somebody like that. Something adversity is going to strike, but it's hard to remember all your practices and all your things in that moment.
oh yeah,
But
because it
it's about
hurts. I mean,
yeah,
it hurts.
it hurts.
It's a direct shot, man.
Yep. And so it's all about that rebound, right? It's all about that a rubber band effect. Boom! Ow, that hurt. Okay, let's bounce back. Like let's figure it out. Remember who I am, what I'm about, and things like that. So
Yeah, what am I here for?
right. And
Um,
and honestly, you just got to use that, and do what we're doing right now. You listeners, if you guys are still listening, just do what we're doing now. Call up a buddy, and luckily we have a little platform where we can talk to sports and take our minds off of things, and have a little free mind at the time, but also talk about some hard stuff.
yeah,
Be honest, because if you're not honest with yourself, then what are you doing? Self reflection and things like that. But call up a buddy, call up a friend, mom, grandma, sister, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, wife, husband. Call them up and talk, man.
yeah,
Talking brings out the best. You feel so much better at the end of the day. I feel great right now to be able to even just talk to you about sports, let alone some nice heartwarming things.
yeah,
So it's a
for sure.
blessing. It's a blessing all the way around. But I
Yeah,
don't
dude.
know. If you still listen to us, Wynning Edge Football Nation, give us some love, like, subscribe, um,
Heck yeah.
follow us, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content because Tanner and I are having a hell of a lot of fun
Oh
producing it
yeah.
for you. So we're gonna be
Better
back with
believe it.
we only got a couple weeks of NFL football left. College football has concluded, so we're gonna have a little off-season plan. We might take a break for a few weeks, maybe, and then kind of come back at it with a new plan on how to keep producing great content. We might even talk about a little bit March Madness as that
Oh
comes up quick
boy.
and things like that. So let us
Yeah,
know.
dude.
Let us know in the comments of what you think and what we should talk about kind of off season wise. And yeah, I don't know. With that, Tanner, just love somebody, reach out, see how people are doing in your circle. If you haven't
Heck
talked to somebody in a
yeah.
long time, see how they're doing. Hey, quick little shout, a little quick text, or even just a hey, I love you, thinking about you type deal. It goes a long way.
Absolutely. Saddle up for these last few playoff games.
Only got a
We're
few of them.
getting into the thick of it here, so
Oh boy, it's gonna be
stay
good.
tuned, folks.
I think these games are gonna be the better than last week. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of blowouts. I think it's gonna be some hammers
Yeah,
hitting, some good football playing. So, we wish you the best. Stay warm. Do the best you can to stay warm during this time over here in the Midwest. And yeah, love on each other. We'll see you guys
love
on
you
the next one.
guys. Peace out.
See ya. Peace.